This time on Roadkill, we start out with the Hemi Gremmie, and it turns into a 450-mile rompin', jumpin', drag racing road trip in Finnegan's new pure race off-road truck. Who does this?
What? That's faster than my first car.
Hey kids, it's Hemi Gremmie time!
The Hemi Gremmie is a 1970s styled street freak, and it lived in my head for nearly a decade before we finally made it real on a couple of episodes of Roadkill with the help of Andrew and Matt Calkins. It's a 1975 AMC Gremlin with a 76 grille, and it sits on a shortened Model A frame with a straight axle up front and a 9-inch out back. It's powered by a genuine Mopar 426 Hemi, backed by a Gearstar 4L80E General Motors transmission. What this thing does best is burnouts, and we've never endurance tested it until now. We are road tripping the Hemi Gremmie.
It's pretty good, right?
This is my favorite time of year. It really is.
This is our opportunity to do Hemi Gremmie burnouts over a much greater distance. We're driving to Tucson.
Yes, it's road trip time.
You know what they're doing there is that Beyond 1320 event where they have the cars line up like at the sand pit past the finish line and race towards the starting line. So,
super sketchy. I love
yeah.
this. You're driving, right?
I hope that we can actually get there in time to do that without breaking the car on the way.
Oh, of course we will.
I don't remember anything being wrong with this car, but you know, my memory is pretty short these days. The one thing I know is it has no dipstick, and I hope it has enough oil in it. All right, heading to Tucson in the Hemi Gremmie. The Hemorrhoid Gremroid.
China Verde.
La Máquina Verde.
Smoked the whole street.
Oh, big bump. Oh, sorry. I couldn't see it in the shade.
It's the ride stiffer.
This is how I remember it. I always said it rides like a CJ7.
I don't know why. I thought it wasn't too bad before.
Are we gonna make it?
I put our odds at 60-40.
Really?
Yeah. I hear a little bit of a lifter tick.
I'm worried about the valve train noise for sure. How does this thing run so hot? It's 210.
Not enough radiator or fan or shroud.
That lifter sounds terrible. I'm gonna be way unhappy if we blow this up. Yeah, look at that, it's going to 220. And what's weird is moving air through it doesn't seem to help.
It's gone down a little bit.
Yeah. I missed our turn. So you're not asking where we're going?
Oh, I thought we were lost.
But we're lost on our way to CarTech to try and buy some paddle tires.
Oh, no way, it's right there. I haven't been here in years.
Yep.
I love this place.
I wanted to get paddle tires, but I don't think this thing's gonna survive paddle tires at this point.
I don't think it's gonna survive the highway.
Neither do I. Okay. All right, well.
Poor Gremmie.
This thing is running really hot.
How do you overheat with a radiator that big and a fan that big?
I don't think the fan pulls enough air. I can't afford to blow up the Hemi.
I don't want you to blow up the Hemi, so let's pull the valve covers, and unless we just find a misadjusted rocker,
Yeah.
I don't know. I think we need to get another car.
Let's take it apart. I don't want to think about it. Well, the #1 problem here is the valve train noise. It's really loud, and I think it's a hydraulic roller lifter that's collapsed. So what I'm gonna do is fire it up, and I'm gonna listen on the valve covers to see if I can identify which side the noise is coming from.
This is loud, dude.
Not really loud. That side. That is way loud.
It got louder, too.
Yeah, it
Like,
did. I have a special plier that works perfectly for this. You got it, boom. What I'm gonna look for when we pull the valve cover is to see if there's a rocker arm that's actually loose. Here's standard routine when I pop a valve cover to start looking at problems for valve train situation. If you've got any kind of adjustable valve train, you can glance at the adjuster nuts and look at where the set screw is in relation to the nut. And look at all of these, how they're virtually flush, and then boom, you go to this one and you can see that that adjuster is backed way off and you go, there's probably a problem here. And then you do this, oops. That's a disaster. It probably did beat up the push rod pretty bad.
I don't think it was ever adjusted. It's all the way up in there, right? And it's tight, right?
Ugh. It's ramrodded. It's trashed. How did this thing get that far backed out? That's wild. Once I got that rocker arm off, you can see that it's really beat up right here from having so much lash because this was pounding against it like that. And as a matter of fact, it took the aluminum material of the rocker arm and folded it over the steel adjuster screw. And so I can't get the screw to screw in. In other words, I can't get it adjusted properly now. And in addition to that, you can see that it's actually beat up the end of the push rod right here from having too much lash. It's very hard to discern. You can see that that's just a little bit goobered. Now look at that end and you see how it's supposed to look. So basically, we're not getting this fixed quickly. I could probably Dremel this out and get it adjusted and get it on the road.
Not to be the common sense guy, but do you really want to drive this any further?
Not really.
Because right now it's not destroyed.
Yeah, it's 20 grand worth of destruction or...
Yeah, we Band-Aid it and keep going and
I know.
Junk the whole motor.
Yep.
We need another car.
Well, that's something that we're not going to fix at the side of the road, roadkill style, essentially because I'm not willing to blow up my Hemi in order to keep going roadkill style. We're actually going to put this on a trailer and drag it back home to the company storage where we have all of our other cars. And I guess Mike and I will stand around and pick one. And we'll see you again soon with a different vehicle under our belt.
We're going to make it.
One way or another.
Somehow, some way. So yesterday, the Hemi Gremmie died. And we're sad about that. But as soon as that happened, I thought about something. I had a life-changing experience recently on the set of Faster with Finnegan, another show I do for MotorTrend, where I got to race the Roadkill Vet Cart against a legit Pro 2 short course racing off-road truck. I got a chance to drive that Pro 2 truck, and it changed my perspective about what kind of fun you can have driving any vehicle.
Oh my God, this is the greatest thing ever!
And after driving that, I was like, these are the greatest things ever. And I went down the rabbit hole and tried to find a used one that I could afford, and I did. So behind this wall is a legit racing off-road truck with nearly 2 feet of suspension travel that you can jump through the air. And best of all, it has 2 seats.
This is gonna be so sick.
Oh my God. So today we're gonna drag this thing out. We're gonna put a Lexan windshield in it. We're gonna duct tape some taillights to it. And we're gonna continue on our road trip. We're gonna drive this truck all the way to Arizona and we're gonna go drag racing with it. And probably off-roading along the way because race truck. So I don't have all of the concrete info about this, but if it's really close to a legit Pro 2 truck, it's supposed to have like 18 inches of travel in the front and 20 in the rear and like 700 horsepower.
Yeah, I read the rules for it.
I don't think this has 700, but who cares?
It doesn't matter.
This is gonna be amazing.
It looks like a Raptor.
Oh man, look how long the control arms are.
It's got like one billet arm and the rest of it's all fabricated. Chromoly, I assume. As you can see, this thing is actually 2-wheel drive. It's just got massive long control arms so that it has a bunch of down travel, probably up too. The engine starts right here. So yeah, it's way far back. Oh dude, your dash panel is trick.
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
So I've seen 12 pictures of this truck.
It's got like the winter style gated shifter. Looks like it's a Turbo 400, it's a 3-speed.
I fit. I totally fit in this.
Oh, that's good, because it would be a poor purchase if you're like, oh, I don't fit in this. Oh, the radiators are back here.
Yeah, they're huge too. Can I start it?
Try.
On.
That's a lot of cooling. That's a lot of airflow too. I can feel the wind all the way up to here. Look at the fuel-safe cell.
Wow.
So here's the thing. Cast your mind back to the episode of Roadkill where we took the muscle truck to the sand dunes and Finnegan just went ahead and sawzalled my whole fender off. And for so many years, people have like quoted you with the, we'll just make a flange and Zeus it right back on.
We'll go home, we'll save this piece, flange it, Zeus it back on there.
People do not know what Zeus means. I found out that most fans think that you were like saying, Zeus, the god of lightning, I'll just weld it back on. Yeah, he's just gonna make a flange and Zeus it right back on. It'll be mint. Okay, this right here is a Zeus fastener. It is spelled D-Z-U-S. It is a quarter-turn fastener. It came from the aircraft industry in the 30s. So hot rodders figured them out, and that's how they began to attach panels like this. You can see that there's a little spring and a clip here, and you put a dimple-dyed hole in a panel, and you just Zeus it right back on, and this thing is loaded with them. So there you go. Educational moment on Roadkill.
We should go drive straight to a hardware store.
Normally, I would be the guy saying that this thing is way too expensive and fantastic for Roadkill, but I don't care because this is going to be so much fun. And I don't think that you understand the actual absurdity of trying to drive this thing in town and on the highway all the way to Tucson. And that's gonna be the big challenge. Will we or won't we get arrested? So we're gonna do brake lights, windscreen, headlights, and stuff like that.
Yeah.
How about the brakes?
Brakes are pretty good.
Trans feels good.
I can't see anything. We need mirrors, like right away.
We need beers?
That too. The rev limiter.
That's weird. Oh, you're really close to the wall. The truck is wide, remember that?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. You were right on it. We have some issues. I don't know if I can get out without scalding myself.
Just do it quickly.
Whew, it's hot.
Okay, that was toasty.
This side is way tighter than your side. Trying to get out without touching anything is the key.
Well, it wasn't built for a passenger, but it's got one now.
Fun though, it rides good.
Yeah.
The RPM limit is not gonna cut it.
Yeah, that was weird. It had a 3,500 RPM rev limiter that worked 90% of the time, but then once or twice it wasn't there.
I think it's temperature related. I think they want to see the trans warmed up before you romp on it or something.
The heat is a problem.
The windshield.
Like, I think as long as we're moving, it's not bad, but it used to get stuck in traffic and my left leg was on fire.
Oh, completely. My knee is up against the header.
Once we get to the jumps, all of our problems go away.
100%.
So we're doing some further investigation right now. The engine didn't want to rev over 3,500 RPM, so now we've taken off all the panels up here.
The heads on this engine are 241 castings, so I assume it's a 5.7 liter in LS1, but it has a 5.3 style truck intake manifold that's mounted backwards.
Wow.
That was easy.
This truck rules. Maybe took 5 minutes and disassembled the whole side of it so I could get in here and access the brake pedal so I can mount this switch. And this switch will be providing power to our new taillights.
You are witnessing the moment that my life changed forever. Let me tell you about this life-altering piece of equipment. Now, see, it's pretty normal in the roadkill world to take a set of magnetic, portable trailer lights and use them as taillights and turn signals or just brake lights on the back of your vehicle. But have you ever seen the wireless transmitter This does not require any wiring between that doohickey and the back of the vehicle. All I'm gonna do is take a power wire, run it through a switch on the brake pedal, and run it into this thing, and it is gonna tell the lights at the back of the vehicle what to do with no wires whatsoever. Okay, so brake,
Nope.
off. On,
No brakes at all.
off, okay? Running light.
All right, we got those. No, brake lights are off. Now they're on.
What? They're on right now?
Oh, no.
This is a momentary off switch, not a momentary on.
Oh, it's out of a late model Chevy truck.
Oh, you got a brake light switch for a brake pedal?
Yeah,
Yeah, that activates when you release, so this switch won't work.
it's worked for me in the past. I mean, I never followed me, so maybe it didn't, but. So I just went to the parts store and got another momentary button. The difference is this momentary button is normally open. So when the button is up, these two don't make contact. The button we had before was normally closed. So when it was in the up position, these two were connected. So your taillights were always on until you stepped on the brake and then your taillights went out, which is backwards. So this should be a good solution.
We have rear view mirrors. Genius.
There we go. It needs to go up. Yeah, I mean, I can totally see with that.
Okay.
Now, if a cop pulls us over, we got mirrors. We got a dome light.
This thing has all the amenities.
Dude, this is great, and I can still get out.
And it looks so good.
Oh, dude. All right. So we need to run wires up front for the lights, and then I can throw this back together. We can ground it to the back of the tab for the hood right there.
Do we have a relay, or how are we gonna do it?
They're LEDs.
Oh, great. All right, want me to start zip tying?
Sure.
Okay, ready? We're gonna check our light bar.
Ready? It's something.
It's light.
20 feet. Man, this is light.
Yeah.
All right. Look at them body lines. Look at the fender gap. Chipped foose. He's gonna be looking for me after he sees this episode. He's gonna be like, hey, buddy, get on down here to Huntington Beach. Help me build some cars.
Flip the light on so I can aim. Oh, done.
Nailed it.
We've got a lot of stuff handled so far. We got a headlight, brake lights, all that stuff. What else did we fix? I can't even remember.
Pretty much that's it. That took the whole day.
Oh, really? That was it?
The whole
Oh,
day.
wow. Okay, we didn't get much done. Now we're putting a windshield on. Okay, this is a piece of Lexan.
I think it'll work.
Yeah.
And note we're using Lexan, not plexiglass.
Right.
Because plexiglass shatters, and we're all about safety here. This will not shatter. It's like Christmas Day. Opening up presents we bought for ourselves.
There. Oh, that's perfect right there. So the trick that we did here was to drill holes all the way around the edge of the Lexan windshield and then just use these zip ties to zip tie the Lexan to the roll cage.
And it rarely rains in Southern California, so we'll be fine without windshield wipers.
Ready? We got to be careful. People are gonna start hiring us to make their vehicles legal. So the mirror's pretty good?
Cool. This is so cool.
Let's go. Frustrating. Much better with a windshield.
Yeah.
If we filmed this in, it would be like no wind at all.
Yeah, I was gonna say we should do the
Yeah.
vent windows.
Vent windows.
It feels like we're going really slow.
Yeah. I'm getting burned over here bad.
Yeah, my leg's on fire.
Yeah.
We're gonna have to do something about that tomorrow.
Yeah, it's unbearably hot. I'm in shorts and sandals. I think I'm actually getting burned. When you're in neutral, will it go past 35?
I'll try it next time we stop. It's past it now.
It's okay now?
Yeah.
Something heaved up. Ah, man, that is frustrating. I I gotta get out. I'm getting burned over here pretty bad.
Okay. Ride with them. The alternator light came on. We're down to 11 volts.
Don't shut it off.
Nope.
We gotta hurry. It's running out of power. We gotta hurry.
It's a new day, but we still have rev limiter trouble. We're gonna go see race driver Doug Matag, who actually used to run these Pro 2 trucks, and he might be able to help us out with the problem.
Cool. How's it going?
Good, how are you?
David Freiberger.
Doug, nice to meet you.
You too.
You guys got some mirrors on there?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Some windshield? I'm excited to see how it goes.
How it drives?
It doesn't track straight at all. When you get going, you're just like constantly like this.
They're
It will
touchy.
not.
They're super sensitive just because in the dirt, you know, when you grab the wheel, it's less gnarly as when you're hooked up on pavement.
But that's the least of our worries. Our big problem is the stupid thing won't rev past 3,500.
Okay.
It's wild.
Yeah, I say we pull the hood off and some panels and see if we can figure out what's going on.
Cool. Thanks.
This is actually the company I bought this truck from. This was their old demo truck. They would take it to off-road races and give people rides in it, which is why it has 2 seats. They also have parts for this thing. We're gonna get an alternator to fix our charging issues, and with any luck, by this afternoon, we're playing in the dirt.
This is Chad, that's Doug. Chad's thinking that the rev limiter is not built into the ECU. He's thinking it's another problem, perhaps with a sensor or perhaps with the voltage from the alternator. Looks like it's not charging.
So right now, Freiberger and I are blowing apart all the paneling so that we can get to the exhaust, because we're gonna wrap the exhaust to try to keep the heat out of the compartment. And Doug is taking out our old alternator, which for sure is not working.
Our Duralast alternator, 140 amp, just a stock application. We told him it was a 2004 Chevy truck. It seems to be the right one.
Can we fire it up and check this new alternator?
Oh, yeah.
14.
Hey, now we got voltage. Now we have 14 volts at idle, which we never had before, so that's good news. Whether it fixed the rev limit or not, I don't know, but we'll probably go blast it up and down the street before we put it all back together to find out.
Finnegan is going to drive the thing and romp on it and see if the voltage might have solved the rev limiting problem. So far, so good.
Fixed. No more rev limiter.
And it's just loud enough to set off the car alarm. Let's see what he's doing, or listen. I think it's fixed.
All right, we're back in business. No more rev limiter. I did it again. I spoke too soon. 2 times it was fine. Turned around, came back, just started doing it. It does it in neutral too.
And the fact that it's doing it and
does
not
that.
doing it seems like it's definitely electronic. Like,
Yeah, it's very defined. It's 3,500. You know, under that it's fine, and when it gets past that, it's fine. It's just
The freakiest thing is it's not consistent.
yeah. Now it's working.
We're still struggling with this whole RPM limit thing. At this point, we're thinking it might be a coolant temperature sensor, as strange as that may sound. As I guessed initially, it won't let it rev unless the engine's up to temperature. That seems to be what we've learned from unplugging all the fans and letting the engine get hot, but we're still fiddling. Let's just unplug the sensor and try it.
All right.
We finally figured it out. All morning we've been messing around with this problem of the rev limiter hitting at 3,500 RPM, and it turns out it was what I guessed that it was yesterday. It has some sort of a rev limiter in it that is affected by the coolant temperature sensor. We unplugged the coolant temperature sensor, fixed the problem. So it's the sensor itself that went bad. He's gonna triple verify that by driving it. Oh, and he just blew the whole roof off the truck. And it's all over the street.
The roof just fell off.
But hey, it's all a victory because we obviously fixed the rev limiting problem. This is the GoPro that was on the roof of the truck that just blew off and hit the street. You unbolted this. Whoops. But it's fixed. So bottom line, coolant temperature was overriding both the fan switch and seemingly working invertedly, like it would not let it run right.
When it was dead cold, it was turning the fans on.
But we should get a new temperature sensor and plug it in so that the ECU is actually tuning the engine properly. Okay, I'm using self-adhesive heat shield. Oh man, that is gonna be awesome. Wow, I got that stuck on there nice.
Cool.
I'm gonna use this junk on the inside to sort of pad my knee. Oh, great.
Our charging problem is solved. We're about to put a new coolant temp sensor in here, which should fix the fans turning on when they shouldn't be on, and should also make sure this runs at the right operating temp so that it stops misfiring. And then after that, it's just throw the body on it and quickly throw it on a trailer because we're gonna haul it to Glen Helen. And then tomorrow, we road trip to Arizona. Just when I think this day can't get any better, we come here. Dave, where are we?
Glen Helen Raceway. I can't wait. You know what the thing is? We cheated. We put the thing on a trailer to get here fast enough. I think we're gonna like take laps solo to get used to it and then probably ride together.
Yeah, I mean, we don't want to both croak at the same time, then there's no show.
Let me just leave you with these final words. It will never look better than it does right now.
Oh, dude. I was gonna say something, but it's just gonna offend my wife, so I'm not going to. I'm gonna get in.
Race it! There we go. There we go. Well,
It's super, super fun.
these jumps, when you go this way, it looks like the jumps drop out from under you.
Yeah.
Like the truck falls.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're
It's really cool.
It's fun.
Now we're on the main straightaway. You can see the grandstands in the background. He's got 3 jumps. He's parked on the first one. Second one's under this arch. Third one's actually leading into a turn over there. Let's go! Oh, that's pretty good. That's fun. Good one. Little nose dive. Nice. Yeah. Oh, he's getting bold. It's getting better.
There we go. He's got his helmet. Oh, dude, it was incredible. I'm in love with it.
Okay, let's have fun.
That's cool.
It's like a roller coaster that you get to control.
It really is.
Woo! Oh man, that was awesome. It was a lot of fun. Smile on my face the whole time, dirt in my teeth. Unfortunately, whatever I did to block the heat on the passenger side is a no-go. I mean, it's actually burning me. I've missed my opportunity to go full on with the truck because it's getting too dark for the video crew, but I'm gonna just take it around once. Look at that! Yeah!
He's doing great. Dude, it's so fun to watch. Yeah, dude, that was so great. Oh, oh, oh! Woo! Dude,
It's amazing!
right?
I can't see a thing!
Dude, you had all 4 off.
Yep,
Oh, it was so cool to watch.
I know, it's so fun.
We just got done having the time of our lives driving the off-road truck. The problem is, when Freiberg got in and rode shotgun, he was melting. It's still unbelievably hot on the passenger side, which is where the exhaust pipes run.
What we're trying to do here is actually wrap the header that's on my side of the truck because it's that far from where my knee sits. But to do that, you have to get through all of this different stuff. There's inner and outer skins, a seat, a console, and then the inner skin that's actually touching the header. And so it's just very difficult to get all this stuff that's this big out of a hole that's this big. There we go.
It's a convertible.
Right there. This can go up through here. You can ratchet strap it right there and we're done. Okay. Finally, we uncovered the entire problem. And it's really no surprise that I'm dying in this thing. Let's have a look. First of all, 1 inch on the other side of that piece of sheet metal right there is a header tube, and that is baking my knee. Right here, that is the header collector for the other side of the engine passing by right next to me over there. This right here is radiator tubing. So that's also radiating heat right there. And there's no panel here, so all of the heat that is being captured by the transmission and the belly pan and everything is blowing right up forward at the back of my legs right there. And of course, let's not overlook Mr. Itty Bitty Magnaflow right here. And I think we're gonna try and solve it by putting that header wrap stuff, because this is bad. Man, this has been a major process. We got all of the header wrapped in there. We wrapped both of the radiator hoses. I've wrapped this entire header. Mike got the front half of it. I've got this shield here.
This is no fun, but I'm gonna be much more comfortable later.
Well, I guess all we have left to do here is put the body panels on. Mike made some new vent windows out of Lexan, and then I think we're gonna take off. And at this point, I think no matter how badly I'm like parboiling myself, I'm gonna be required to suffer about 70 miles till we get to Palm Springs.
Hey, we got headlights.
Not bad. Yeah, you go out there.
Oh, dude, the light's working good.
Goodbye, Glen Helen Raceway. It's getting hotter over here, but it is so much better.
Oh, good. We're doing it.
We are driving it on the street.
Yes, we are.
We made it street legal, and I am comfortable over here.
Nice. I did it again. Oh my God.
Palm Springs, home of beautiful and effective wind farms.
We did a lot yesterday. We raced the truck. We spent about 6.5 hours making it so that you didn't melt on that side of the truck.
It was good.
Then we hit the highway, which was pretty good, except some of the things we did to turn this into a street vehicle backfired.
When we put the windshield in the truck, it prevented all the airflow from going through the radiators. So I think what we're going to do is cut the vent windows out of it and hit the road, and if that fixes it, then we're happy. And if it doesn't, then we go to the hole saw.
Yeah, we're gonna try really hard to keep the windshield because street truck.
Street truck. Okay, Mike, hear me out.
Yes.
So this truck grills my leg, cuts me all up, throws me up in the air, makes me barf at the end, and I'm smiling and laughing the whole time. I call it teppanyaki.
Teppanyaki. You just named the truck. Wow. Say hello to teppanyaki. Wow, I like it.
plow some holes into that baby.
I feel like this is gonna help. Taking the side windows off totally helped.
It did help, but not good enough. Here's your center.
There you go.
Zap it. Oh, I was just gonna make 2 rows.
I'm gonna do whatever you tell me, that way if it doesn't work.
It's my fault, 4 holes.
Indeed, 4 holes, okay.
Okay. There you go. Look at the alignment. Bam!
You can do your set.
Oh, no way. No, you're doing so well. Look at it. Man.
Okay, so lean it towards the bottom.
Whoa. Wow. And it's too far of a lean, too. Now my foot is caught.
You're complaining? Is that what you're doing?
Oh, you're not kidding. I don't want to break the Lexan. This is butchery.
We've not done worse.
We're road killing it.
That one's pretty good.
The alignment's actually somewhat acceptable. I think we're gonna hit the road again.
The holes in the windshield are working. It's actually surprising. I guess that's actually a lot of area. 6 3-inch holes.
I guess it's my turn to drive.
This is a traffic circle on the California-Arizona border, and ran out of gas in the traffic circle.
I feel a minor victory in the fact that we even made it to Arizona, where they really don't care what you drive on the street. That's good enough.
Yeah. Yesterday was amazing.
We have driven the thing legit 250 miles so far.
Yeah, because never forget, this trip started out in a Hemi-powered Gremlin that he was going to drag race. And hopefully it's going to end with you drag racing this, which does not have a Hemi. So,
let's go.
We ran out of gas. No way. As soon as we decide to go off-roading, we run out of gas. It's amazing. It's still running. That was rev limiter. Oh. It cooled off. Oh, yeah, it cooled off. Yeah. Okay. Hopefully it's just a bush or something. It's coming up from the bottom.
well, that was fun while it lasted. We started to smell something. I thought I ran over some tumbleweed, and then I lost the steering, so.
Yep, the belt came off. That means the whole shebang needs to come apart.
I feel like we're good at it now. Hey, there's no belt on that.
Nope. Cut in half and broken in half. Fortunately, we saw this coming and actually bought 2 spares.
I'm glad this happened at the end of our excursion through the dirt because once the belt was gone, that hydraulic steering was basically locked up.
The belt works. All we have to do is put all the panels back on and we're out of here. We're driving down the road, all of a sudden we both smelled the rubber, which actually smells like burning wood again, which is the belt. And I thought it was overheating. He says it's not overheating, but we had no charging.
This is the second belt we've broken today. This idler pulley is absolute junk, and it's heating the belt up from the friction, and then the belt's breaking. And I'm hoping this is like a standard Chevy truck part that we could maybe go get at our local parts store.
That guy right there.
Looky, looky.
This is our old pulley. It's a plastic pulley and the grooves are absolutely wasted, and this one does not have that problem.
All right, now you get to bet, will it break again in the 100 miles between here and Tucson? Good.
That looks smooth.
Looks good.
All right, let's go to Tucson.
Let's try. We're 40 miles outside of Tucson Dragway and we ran out of gas again, so we filled it up, no big deal. We take off and the guy behind us is like, "You're leaking something." We figured it was fuel, but Mike got out and looked, and this is actually water, like out of the radiator. So we're breaking into a part of the truck that we've never seen before to try and figure out what went wrong. This is gonna be a big operation. The semis are way too close to us here. We're actually gonna move down the road to some place where we're not gonna get killed. This is what we call roadkill troubleshooting by ignoring. We don't know what happened with the water on the side of the freeway. We drove here, it's fine. So we're gonna make our headlight work and keep moving. Let me get the wiring out here.
I'm gonna tell myself it was the puke hose puking, which shouldn't happen because it wasn't hot. And then we got back on the highway, it puked once more, and then it stopped.
Tucson Dragway. You realize that we drove this thing almost 450 miles?
Riverside, California to Tucson, Arizona. Yes, sir.
Actual victory. We made it.
God, we're good.
Oh, and I never have to get back in the passenger side again. How long ago did your event end? 5 hours ago. But hey, our brother Matt has met us before. And so he stayed here, and apparently we still have lights on and we can still make a pass down the drag strip.
That scoreboard is lit up, my friend.
Dude, I'm so stoked for this.
The goal here is to do a burnout and then just, break the beams and see what it'll do. It'll probably run out of gear before the 8th mile mark. But just the fact that we took a race truck that's designed to run 20 minutes at a time on an off-road track, and we drove it from California to Arizona, huge win for me. I love this truck.
Let it rip. Warm up, come on. We let it cool off too much.
Yeah, that's enough burnouts. You may want to loop it around a couple times.
Yep.
Earlier today, I noticed how giant the rear Pro-Am brakes are on this thing. And I thought, man, those are aggressive. And just now, he was trying to do a burnout without a line lock, so his foot's on the brake. So the front brakes and the rear brakes are all working at the same time, which makes it really hard to do a burnout. And they were clamping so hard, they were sparking. Like, those are sparks shooting out of there, which makes me love this truck even more.
Hey, slalom. Wee-haw. This thing is just fun to drive. It went over 3,500. Now I have to see if I can pull up to the drag strip and stage and leave before it cools off enough.
Whoa, double bumped himself. He's ready. What? Dude, this thing's pretty good. You see that whole shot?
Not out of gear yet.
I did it! Hey, it's roadkill, we didn't fail!
What? It went 1399 at 94 miles an hour?
We went all the way! Oh man, and it's still in one piece!
Oh, no, it's not. I lost the alternator belt. Ah, we better kill it. All right, well, the drive belt is gone, but I don't care. That was all win. Good times.
I broke your truck, belt came off.
Don't care at all.
Really?
Dude, that was the gnarliest pass I've seen in a long time.
How's that possible?
Start to finish.
Really?
Let me tell you.
Okay.
During your burnout, you were shooting sparks 10 feet past the back of the truck, right past the gas tank.
Really?
Yeah.
Off what?
The brakes. The brakes were sparking everywhere. I was like, damn.
Hardcore metallic pads.
Then you go up to the starting line like a boss.
Double bulb myself.
You double bulb yourself. No tire spin. It just goes.
Yep.
I was like, wow, it leaves pretty hard. Okay, this is good. This is good. You get to the half. You're not missing shifts. This is going good.
And it goes out the back at 6,000 RPM.
$13.99, dude.
What?
At 94 miles an hour. Yes.
What? $13.99?
Yeah, this is a 13-second off-road truck.
Oh, I'm so glad it wasn't a 14.0. I'd be so hacked off. And now we get to walk home because I'm not in the mood to help you fix the belt.
We're out of
Again.
belts, dude. There's nothing to fix.
All right, then we're done here.
$13.99. Unreal. Unreal.
I finally got Finnegan to do off-road stuff on Roadkill. The key, speed, and jumps. And I know this truck is really kind of off our normal plot, but come on, who drives a genuine off-road race truck 400 plus miles on the highway? And who drag races them? And if I know Mike Finnegan, he's gonna have 700 plus horsepower in this thing sooner than later. And if that happens, I can guess that you will probably see it in a future episode of Roadkill.
All right, here we go.
If we're talking to camera, we go to you, Chris?
Yep.
Okay. I broke your truck.
I don't care.
Really?
It was firing. Oh.
That's probably a fail.
This is why we can't have nice
Sandbags.
things.
So here's what it's gonna be. Hello, Matt, Tucson Dragway? Yeah, Roadkill here. We're gonna go ahead and leave Finnegan's truck blocking the exit road to the drag strip. Yeah, I know it's not the worst we've done. All right, see ya. That's all you gotta do.